Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're thinking about making a move to Frisco, Texas, or you want an inside look at one of the fastest growing suburbs in the country, you're in the right place. I'm Lacey Brutschy. I'm a Dallas-based realtor and the principal of the advisory team. I help about 40 to 45 families buy or sell homes every year, and I'm here to give you the no-fluff tour of Frisco, Texas. So today we're breaking down exactly what it's like to live in Frisco, from housing and schools to weekend fun, and of course, I'm going to get the hidden costs for you. That way you can decide whether this booming city should be your next zip code. This is the ultimate Frisco, Texas tour, so buckle up, because by the end of the video, you're going to know why so many people are relocating here and whether the move makes sense for you. First off, let's start with geography. Frisco sits about 30 miles north of downtown Dallas along the Dallas North Tollway. Thanks to that direct artery and nearby Highway 121, a trip to the DFW airport or the corporate corridor over in Legacy West in Plano stays under 35 minutes. That's, of course, if it's not raining or during rush hour, both of which will add some time to your schedule. Location is the first reason people put Frisco on their short list. So if you appreciate straight talk videos about the honest truth of living in Dallas and its surrounding suburbs, tap and like that subscribe button now so you never miss an update. Now, let's talk real estate. Entry-level resale homes in popular master plan communities, such as Panther Creek and Grayhawk, usually begin in the mid $550,000 range. Those communities are going to give you plenty of parks, pools, green space, walking trails, usually a splash pad, and usually a kid's playground right in front of your front door. If we move up to the $750,000 to $1 million home price range, you'll more than likely find yourself in Phillips Creek Ranch, Edgestone, and The Grove. These communities have resort-style pools, club gyms, and wine walk socials. They are going to be a little bit more luxurious, and so they will have a little bit more luxurious amenities. Now, speaking of luxury, of course, once we get north to that $1.1, $1.2 million home price, we're going to get towards gated enclaves like Newman Village or Starwood. And that's where four-car garages and architectural variety are more of the norm. You're going to see less gray, more interesting color palettes with white oak cabinets, just a higher grade of build. Whatever the segment, Frisco's housing stock is newer than most of DFW, meaning the energy-efficient builds and minimal deferred maintenance is usually what people here like. 5-year appreciation is strong, and it's really driven by corporate relocations and limited land. Now, schools are going to be the next deciding factor. Frisco ISD caps high school enrollment around 2,100 students, which is roughly half the size of a lot of the Texas districts. That means that kids get more playing time on varsity and more individual attention in the classroom. Now, academics here are fantastic. They cover STEM, International Baccalaureate, Fine Arts, and over 70 campuses that serve the city. If you're looking for a private school option, we definitely have them in Frisco, Texas. They mainly include faith-based academies and nationally ranked charter schools if you happen to be looking to alternatives. Just in case the Frisco ISD doesn't sway you, just to let you know, that public school is top 7 in the state of Texas. It is absolutely fantastic. So now that we've gone over schools and location, let's talk about quality of life and why that ranks so high in Frisco. Here, you're never more than 10 minutes from groceries. You're never more than 10 minutes from a Whole Foods, a Trader Joe's, a Market Street, or healthcare. Medical City Frisco, Baylor, Scott & White are both very close. On weekends, locals head to the Star, which is the headquarters for the Dallas Cowboys, Legacy West's Open Air Mall, or Frisco Square for farmers markets and holiday parades. You might even find yourself over at Grand Park. That's a 1,000-acre green belt, which is getting underway and will add lakes and miles of trails, complementing the citywide hike and bike network. Families love Topgolf, Kidzania, and youth sports at the Frisco Athletic Center. Now, that was a lot. Let's pause and do a pro and con list, because again, I believe in being fully transparent. Let's go over the pros. First, you have A-rated schools and modern campuses, newer housing with planned amenities, you have a great job market. Of course, we have no state income tax here, and there is great parks and entertainment in Frisco. The cons here: the home prices and property taxes tend to trend higher than the Dallas-Fort Worth average. The rush hour traffic near the Star and Highway 121 can really kick you in the butt. And there's limited historical architecture because Frisco leans polished over eclectic. Kind of like we said earlier, it's because it was built rather new. So the majority of the homes here, you'll see the older ones are from like the 90s, but most of them are from the 2000s. So if those trade-off fits your lifestyle, Frisco may be the move. Now, of course, I'm going to be giving you deeper input into the daily costs and the reality of living here, so that way you really know whether or not moving to Frisco, Texas is the right thing for you to do. The property tax hovers around 2.2% of assessed value. So on a $600,000 home, that's roughly $13,000 per year, offset in part by Texas's zero state income tax. The HOA dues and master plan communities run between $600 to $1,500 annually, and the homeowner's insurance averages about $2,000 a year. Summer bills for a 3,000 square foot house typically hit about $250 to $350 if you're not shoving that thermostat all the way down to 62 24 hours a day. Your water and trash combine for about $100 a month, and gig speed internet will add between $70 and $90 a month, depending on your provider. Overall, Frisco isn't cheap, but the cost of living calculators often overstate the jump once you factor in no income tax and newer, energy-efficient homes. Weather is going to be our next reality check. So if you're moving from someplace cool, maybe a cooler climate, this July and August is really going to hit you different. Expect July and August highs over 100 degrees, and you definitely want to play outdoor time in the mornings, so that way you're going out whenever it's a little cooler in the day. Winters, however, are mild. Freeze events are short-lived, and snow days happen sometimes, but they are rather rare. Come spring, it brings bluebonnets and the occasional thunderstorm, but the city maintains modern storm sirens, and most new homes include reinforced closets that double as safe rooms. And speaking of safe, Frisco is consistently ranking among America's safest mid-sized cities, thanks to community policing and quick 6-minute response times. Employment opportunities here are fantastic. You have Keurig, Dr. Pepper, Gearbox Software, Comerica Bank, and the PGA of America headquarters here, while tech pros plug into Legacy West Corridor, which is about 10 minutes south. Sports fans here definitely have plenty to cheer. Besides the Cowboys practices, the Star hosts Friday night high school football, concerts, and outdoor yoga. Riders Field offers minor league baseball with family-friendly ticket prices, and PGA Frisco debuted 2 championship courses in 2023. It is absolutely fantastic to be a sports fan here. Now, something that is really helpful happens to be the DART. I know, I don't think you ever thought I'd say that the DART was helpful, but it is a micro-transit plot linking major shopping corridors and apartment clusters with a future DART rail extension that is slated for 2028. Now, we are going to be anchored by PGA Frisco, and it is really just a fantastic place to be. And aside from that anchor, we have the Universal Studios. They've chosen Fields, that area over in Frisco that's a new community, for the first ever kids resort. Now that is going to be absolutely fantastic and fun. Now, if you have a dog, great. Pet parents here flock to Rough Range Dog Park, complete with agility courses in the summer, splash pads, or hit the Six Cities Trail that will eventually connect Frisco to 5 neighboring towns. So there you have it, a concise yet comprehensive guide to living in Frisco, Texas. If this breakdown brought you the value that you're looking for, like the video and subscribe for more unfiltered guides to Dallas and its suburbs. That way you're always getting the honest truth before you pack a single box. Thanks so much for joining.